Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff, and welcome to the shop review, the channel review, I'm really good at this, my hands are moving in the air review of 2021. What happened in 2021 in this shop? Why didn't I get any better at making videos? Brought to you by this wonderful, enormous cup of coffee that is approximately half and half coffee and Carolan's salted caramel liqueur, which has no financial or contributory connection to this channel whatsoever. Let's go back to the beginning of the year, which feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? And have a look at what I accomplished out here in the shop and here on the channel over the last 365 days. Let's get into it. I'm going to take another drink first, because this is delicious. This is my new favorite coffee additive. All right, let's go. So the year did start off kind of slow in terms of project video releases. It was kind of leftovers from 2020 in terms of the projects that I was releasing. It was like turning my first bottle stopper for a Christmas gift, which you can't put out Christmas gift videos before Christmas because that person might watch those videos. I played with dye for the first time on the outside of a bowl. I released the video of the making of the walnut and Nara Unity coffee table, which is probably the nicest piece of furniture I've ever made. And I did a few sort of talking head ones like this early in the year, setting up my new Veritas apron plane that I got for Christmas, looking at the batch of turning tools that I got from Lee Valley when I was down in Victoria for wife's birthday. My 250,000 view celebration video happened earlier in the year. I'm almost at 400,000 views now on the channel. Thank you so much to everybody who watches this nonsense. I really appreciate it. Starbond sending me free glue was cool. That happened early in the year. The custom grit finishing system arrived in the mail, and I became the first and still only, I think, North American retailer of that wonderful product. You can find my Etsy store, not in a link up there, in the description box down below. If you're interested in getting your hands on some of that, I do have a little bit left of that first batch that Scott sent me from down under. And then we get into the guitar, which is why there weren't very many project videos for the first half of the year, because I was busy making my first guitar for an international luthiery competition, because I thought that was a good idea for some reason. And that was a 4-part build series plus the wrap-up video. And despite the struggle that it turned out pretty nice, and I'm very proud of it. Thank you for all of your support throughout that process, by the way. I needed some emotional uplifting during that extravaganza, and thank you to those who gave it to me. Then we get into the back half of the year, and the projects pick up because I'm no longer working on a guitar. So let's go through the second half of the year, and we'll just go bang, bang, bang down the list, because it's a good list after that. That was already a pretty good list, really. Mostly talkies, though. Second half-ish of the year. Got a new planer. Unboxed and tried out my new planer, the Rikon something, something, something. Numbers and letters. The dyed figured maple bowl that sold as soon as I put it on Instagram, which was awesome. I made an old school music box, if you remember, for a lady who lost her father, and that was the song of a story that they used to read together when she was a child. That was a nice project. I was happy with that. Another dyed bowl, the purple dyed flame chestnut bowl, a myrtle bowl. Oh, that's the one. It was like between waiting for glue to dry, let's just chuck something up on the lathe. Then the lathe tool cabinet series. That's a 2-part series. I needed a place to mount my lathe tools on the wall near the lathe. And that came out really nice. I was happy with that one. Then I played with epoxy for the first time, and I did an epoxy pour live edge pair of charcuterie boards and coaster set. That was a sticky mess and super inconvenient and expensive. Doesn't sound like I had a lot of fun doing that when I say it that way. Then I re-edited my GNOME video that had been demonetized by YouTube for using Christmas music in it the year before. I batched out a bunch of bottle stoppers. I made a snowman ornament times 12. I made 12 snowman ornaments. Did a video on how to batch out a dozen or so slimline pens. Megan's chip and dip platter extravaganza. That it wasn't an extravaganza like the guitar, but in terms of turns, it was, yeah. The custom knife block that I just released. The segmented bowl that I released shortly before that. The What I Got for Christmas talkie, where I talk about everything that I got for Christmas this year, which has now become a tradition here on the channel. And how did my New Year's resolutions work out? That's a good list of videos and projects, I think. That's 22 project videos, according to my count. 10, what we're calling talkies, where I do this kind of a thing. I also did 48 live shows on Saturday nights, by the way, in case you're unfamiliar. 5:30 Pacific, I do a live show. Most of the time I turn something on those too, so that would probably count as another 35-ish projects. For a total of 78 videos released on this channel in 2021. That sounds like a lot of work was put in, and I'm happy with that final tally. And if that's not as many projects as I've done in previous years, I think they're better projects. And I think that I'm getting better at everything I'm doing. And I think that's where we should all live in life, is worrying more about getting better and not as much about how good we are currently at stuff. Just worry about improving. Just try to get better at whatever it is that you're doing. That's how I'm going to continue to move forward out here in my shop and in life. Thank you all for joining me on this adventure. That's the year back. The year back. That's the look back at the year that was 2021. Maybe this shouldn't have been half and half. But it's delicious. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I wish I had like a graphic or something for like Happy New Year, like yeah, bye, or I don't know. But I don't. I'm just gonna walk off screen. Bye for now.